What if I told you that in just 10 minutes, you could learn the same skills companies like Google and Tesla use to power their AI systems? Sounds unreal, right? But here's the thing. You don't need to be a coder, a genius, or even a techie to begin. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, I'm your host, and I break down big tech topics so anyone can understand them, even if you're starting from scratch. When I first heard about Google's AI courses, I thought, okay, this must be one of those programs only developers can handle. But the deeper I looked, the more I realized Google actually built these courses for beginners like us. People who just want to understand how AI works, how to use it in daily life, and even how to turn it into income someday. So in this video, I'll take you through the key parts of Google's beginner AI course, what you'll actually learn, and how to start building your first mini project by the end of the course. Let's dive in. Before we jump into tools or lessons, let's clear up what AI actually is. Most people think AI is some huge robot brain that's smarter than humans, but in reality, AI is just a system that learns from data to make predictions, decisions, or assist you in tasks. Think of it this way. When YouTube recommends a video that's exactly what you wanted to watch, or when Gmail finishes your sentence before you do, that's AI in action. Google puts it simply in the course. AI is about teaching computers to learn from experience, just like humans do. So, when you start the Google AI course, you'll learn how data becomes knowledge, how simple algorithms recognize patterns, and how these patterns help machines make smart choices. By the end of this section, you'll stop seeing AI as some distant sci-fi concept and start seeing it as something that already lives inside your phone, car, and even your browser. Now that you understand the concept, it's time to play with the tools. This is where Google does something really smart. They don't just teach theory, they let you experiment. You'll get to use beginner-friendly tools like Teachable Machine, which lets you train your own mini AI model with zero coding. You can literally make your computer recognize your voice or hand gestures in minutes. Google Colab, kind of like a digital notebook where you can test AI code without needing to install anything. TensorFlow Playground, a visual way to see how neural networks actually learn. When I first tried it, I remember thinking, wait, that's it? That's how AI learns? Because it's surprisingly simple once you see it in action. Google made these tools to prove a point that you don't need complex math or programming to start understanding AI, you just need curiosity. Now, once you've played around with a few tools and got a feel of how AI actually works, there's one course from Google that ties everything together. It's called Google AI Essentials. This course is made for people who might have thought, AI sounds cool, but I probably need a tech degree to understand it. Because the truth is, you don't. Google AI Essentials was designed for total beginners. No coding, no advanced math, no fancy setup. Just clear lessons that help you understand how AI works, where it's already being used, and how you can start applying it in your own daily life. One of the instructors says something that really sticks with you. AI isn't here to replace you, it's here to help you do your best work faster. That's exactly what this course does. It teaches the mindset of AI, not just the mechanics. You'll learn how to think like someone who uses AI to solve problems, whether that's managing tasks, creating content, or even improving small business systems. The best part? Google's course doesn't overload you with jargon. Instead, it gives real examples such as how AI helps businesses predict customer needs, how it's changing industries like healthcare, retail, and education, and how to make sure you're using it ethically, which is something most people skip when they're chasing shortcuts. There's another great quote from the course I love. You don't have to master AI, you just have to make it work for you. And that's exactly what this program helps you do. By the end, you'll not only understand the basics of AI, but also feel confident enough to use it in real life. Whether that means automating a small task, analyzing data, or brainstorming creative ideas. Google calls it a foundational course, but honestly, it's more like a door. The first step into a world that's going to shape every career, every business, and every future opportunity ahead of us. Alright, so you've understood how AI works, and you've gone through Google AI Essential. Now comes the fun part, creating something of your own. But before we move on to that, if you're enjoying the video so far, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Here's the thing, Google doesn't just want you to learn theory, they want you to build. Because the moment you create something with AI, everything starts to click. At this stage, you'll be introduced to simple projects that turn what you've learned into something you can actually see. For example, Google suggests using tools like Teachable Machine or Colab to train a mini AI model, something that recognizes sounds, images, or even your facial expressions. When I first tried Teachable Machine, I remember thinking, there's no way this simple tool can recognize my gestures, but within minutes, it did. It's almost magical watching your computer respond to your commands and knowing you built that. Google explains it this way: you don't need to create the next ChatGPT to understand AI. Start small, start curious, and keep experimenting. And that's honestly the beauty of this approach. You're not memorizing complex code, you're exploring creativity with technology. It gives you the confidence to say, hey, maybe I can actually use AI to solve real problems. By the end of this part, you'll have built your first working AI demo, maybe a basic image recognition model or a voice command system. And even if it's simple, it's your first real step into the AI world. Now that you've built your first AI project, you might be thinking, okay, this is cool, but what can I actually do with it? That's exactly where Google's training really shines. The course doesn't stop at theory or projects. It shows you how these skills translate into real-world opportunities. Google says it best: AI is not just about creating technology, it's about creating impact. And that's true. Even with basic AI understanding, you can start applying it in your daily life or career, whether you're a student, content creator, freelancer, or small business owner. Let's say you run a small business. AI can help you automate customer replies, predict which products sell best, or even design smarter marketing ads. If you're a content creator, you can use AI tools for editing, generating ideas, or personalizing your audience's experience. And if you're just learning for fun, these skills can open doors to new jobs or freelance gigs you probably never imagined. The best part? You can start right now. Check out Google AI Essentials and Introduction to Generative AI, Google Cloud Skills. Both are free beginner-friendly courses that walk you through how AI tools actually work behind the scenes. According to Google, generative AI is about teaching machines to create new content, text, images, music, and even ideas based on what they've learned. In simple terms, it's the kind of AI that powers tools like ChatGPT, Bard, or even image generators like Imagen and Gemini. You'll learn how generative models work, what makes them different from traditional AI systems, and how they're being used across industries from marketing to medicine. The best part? You don't need any technical background. The course uses plain language, visual explanations, and short interactive lessons that help you see how AI generates things we once thought only humans could make. One of the most interesting parts is when Google explains how large language models, like Gemini, are trained to predict words and context. It's like seeing how creativity works from a machine's point of view. If you found this helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe for more quick breakdowns like this, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. And tell me in the comments which part of the Google AI course are you most excited to try first. I'll be reading and replying to as many as I can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.